Giant in the car business to a giant in the drinks business. We've had news from SAB Miller as well. Profits beating expectations. The maker of Peroni, Grolsch, many other beers, also soft drinks, reported operating earnings of $6.37 billion for the year. Investors are watching the results closely as speculation mounts the company could be the victim of a hostile takeover bid. So let's get the view of Sarvjit Chahal, a senior analyst at Fat Profits. Nice to see you again, Sarvjit. So, as I said, the numbers fairly robust, meaning it's all the more attractive, I guess, for those hovering.
I think certainly, and there was some talk that we were expecting some poorer figures coming out of SAB Miller, but I think you mentioned there about the soft drink side of things. It's a well-diversified business, and exactly that. I think that if you're looking to take over a business, you want to be going into an area where they're actually seeing growth, and Latin America, Africa, all of those areas, they tended to offset the weakness that they were seeing in China and the US as well.
And is that diversification that really keeps the likes of SAB Miller and some of its rivals bumping along no matter what's going on in the global economy? I mean, they are all over the world. They're in alcoholic drinks and soft drinks in this case. And it's a deal with Coca-Cola that may lead on to a hostile bid, perhaps?
Yeah, well, if you look at where SAB Miller are predominantly spaced in terms of the alcoholic side of the business, they've got a much bigger exposure to the emerging markets, and that's the growth engine for alcoholic drinks at the moment. We're drinking less, although it may not seem over here in the West, and we're looking to increase volumes over in the developing world, and that's really the area that has seen good profits for SAB Miller.
So who's interested? Anheuser-Busch?
Yeah, well, I think that as the world's largest brewer, they're probably the only company that could be circling, and it's a real incestuous view that could be taken here, because you've got Warren Buffett, who's done business with 3G. 3G are a major shareholder in AB InBev as well. So
and he's also a major shareholder in Coca-Cola.
Exactly that. And so there is possibility for a takeover here, but there's also the fact that AB InBev gets involved with PepsiCo, who obviously don't have a very good relationship with Coca-Cola. So there'd have to be a few things ironed out here. But they're talking about $80 billion as being a potential bid price here.
I mean, that's a massive, massive number. But we are seeing these massive deals. I mean, telecoms this week with Verizon and AOL, energy a few weeks ago with Shell, etc. And it seems to be M&A activity is very much in the frame at the moment.
Certainly, yeah, that was one of our big calls for 2015, is that we would see more of these major deals going on, and that's exactly what we're seeing. And so, you know, I'd expect to see further consolidation in the sector, but there are a number of barriers that have to be jumped before we go down that route, I think.
All right, thank you so much indeed, Sarvjit, for coming in.